15 Best Things to Do in Australia. There are countless amazing experiences to be had when visiting Australia, so much so it can be tricky to know where to start. Whether you're up for adventure, think chasing crocs in the Northern Territory, keen to meet furry locals on an iconic wildlife encounter, or want to delve into our culture and history with a First Nations experience, there really is something for everyone. And you simply can't go wrong, no matter which of these memorable experiences you choose to do. Number 1, Island Hop in the Whitsundays. The Whitsunday Islands in Queensland offer some of the world's finest sailing, thanks to perfect winds, calm seas, beautiful scenery and 74 islands to hop through, 69 of which are uninhabited. Whether you want to charter your own course and hire a yacht with some friends, or simply relax on a private tour and let someone else do the navigating, you'll find that taking in the beauty of this tropical oasis from aboard a boat is one of the best Aussie experiences on offer. Number 2, ride a luxury train across Australia. Known as one of the world's greatest rail journeys, this 2,979-kilometre, 1,851-mile, voyage will take you across the country from Darwin to Adelaide, or vice versa. As you make your way through the tropical greens of the top end, over the red desert sands of the Red Centre, and across the rugged mountains of the Flinders Ranges, you'll get to see some of Australia's most diverse and beautiful landscapes. Number 3, sunbathe with kangaroos at Lucky Bay. It can't get more iconically Australian than lying on a white sandy beach next to a kangaroo. This stretch of white sand and turquoise water in Esperance is more than an idyllic place to lay down your beach towel and catch some rays with a roo or two. Just don't forget your camera. Number 4, cruise the Kimberley. One of the best ways to see the Kimberley, one of the last true wilderness areas on Earth, is by cruise ship. 2 billion years of natural history are on show along the isolated Kimberley coast in Western Australia, and there are some great cruising experiences that offer unique ways to see it all. You'll be able to get up close to the rocky shores, secluded beaches, ochre-coloured gorges, lush waterfalls and complex river systems, all while you enjoy gourmet meals and luxurious sleeping quarters. Number 5, discover First Nations history in the Red Centre. In the Red Centre, you'll find the spiritual heart of Australia, Uluru-Catatuta National Park, a place steeped in Aboriginal culture. Yulara, Uluru, and the 36 domes that make up Catatuta are sacred to the local Anangu people, who have lived there for more than 22,000 years. Take an Aboriginal guided tour to learn more about the traditional way of life, and, if you're visiting between April to mid-October, don't miss Tailai Wiru, a beautiful experience of dining under the stars overlooking Uluru, complete with a menu of native ingredients and Dreamtime stories. Number 6, watch turtles hatch in Queensland. Watching a tiny turtle emerge from an egg and scamper into the sea has to be one of the best experiences to add to your bucket list. There are a few places where you can catch sight of this incredible event. Monrepo's Turtle Centre, near Bundaberg, a 4.5-hour drive north of Brisbane, is home to the largest number of nesting loggerhead turtles on Australia's east coast. Time your visit for mid-January to early February, when the hatchlings start leaving their nests. Other Queensland hotspots include the islands of Lady Elliot, Heron, and Lady Musgrave. Number 7, drive the Great Ocean Road. Hire a car in Melbourne and get ready for a road trip filled with some pretty incredible scenery. This is, after all, one of the world's most scenic coastal drives. See the famous surf spots of Torquay and Bells Beach, the Kangaroos on the Anglesey Golf Course, the laid-back town of Lorne, and the spectacular rock formations of the 12 Apostles. Walk through waterfalls and lush forests in Otway National Park, or whale watch from historic Warrnambool. You could drive it all in 3 hours non-stop, but we recommend taking at least 2 days to take in the many sights. Number 8, visit Lord Howe Island. As one of only 400 visitors at any one time on the World Heritage listed Lord Howe Island, you're guaranteed a peaceful slice of paradise when you visit. Less than 2 hours by plane from Sydney and Brisbane, this secluded island is one of the greenest spots in the world. 75% of the island's original natural vegetation is still intact and undisturbed, leaving remarkable geology, natural coral, and a rare collection of birds, plants and marine life thriving in this utopia. It's a step away from modern life, and a pretty incredible part of Australia that's waiting to be explored. Number 9, swim with unique marine life. From whale sharks to turtles and sea lions, swimming with Australia's marine life is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. A few key experiences to get you started swimming with humpback whales in Queensland. Australia is among only a handful of countries where you can swim with these majestic creatures, coming mask to fin with a whale shark on the UNESCO World Heritage listed Ningaloo Reef in Western Australia, splashing around with the ever-so-cute sea lions in South Australia, and snorkeling with turtles in Queensland and New South Wales. Number 10, explore Melbourne laneways. The many colourful laneways of Melbourne's inner city offer up dozens of hidden small bars, local hole-in-the-wall cafes, and restaurants that serve stellar food, and coffee and cool one-of-a-kind fashion boutiques. Number 11, hot air balloon above Australia's capital. Canberra is known as one of the best places to balloon, with calm conditions, green scenery and spectacular views of Lake Burley-Griffin. Add in the city's interesting architecture, monuments and sculptures, and Parliament House, and you're in for a scenic treat. Number 12, see the Quokkas on Rottnest Island. The famous Quokkas on Rottnest Island are a major drawcard for this island paradise off the coast of Western Australia. These friendly locals are very curious, so you won't have any trouble spotting them. In fact, they're quite likely to come right up to you and say hello. Make sure you have your camera handy, but keep in mind that you're not allowed to touch or feed them. Number 13, climb the Harbour Bridge. You can't visit Sydney without experiencing one of its most iconic landmarks. Of course, you can see the Harbour Bridge from many different vantage points. Did someone say ferry ride? But climbing it brings the experience to a whole new level. Climb the entire bridge from south to north, and back again, and take in the amazing views of Sydney Harbour, and the iconic sails of the Opera House. We also recommend taking a guided tour of the Opera House once you're back on solid ground. Number 14, chase crocodiles in the Northern Territory. A trip to the Northern Territory isn't complete without seeing the world's largest reptiles, and the saltwater crocs around this part of Australia have to be seen to be believed. You'll head out on the water for an airboat ride where you'll have more than a few wild croc encounters, as you jet through the floodplains. Day and overnight tours are available during the wet season, November to April. Number 15, meet wildlife on Kangaroo Island. Kangaroo Island, which sits off the coast of South Australia, is known as a nature lover's dream. It is one of the best places in Australia to see wild native animals like koalas, kangaroos, sea lions and seals. A must-do experience is walking among the Australian sea lion colony at Seal Bay. Winter and spring are the perfect times to visit, as the sea lions love to hang out in the dunes away from the sea breeze. You can either wander around on your own, or join a guided tour to learn about these endangered animals. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.